Peace to the planet. Rob Blackstorm here on a break. I'm going to talk to y'all about keeping the same energy. And what does that mean? You know, we talk about the law of correspondence and how everything has a correspondence to it, such as rain and sunshine, fire and water, male and female, up and down, things of that nature. And when we talk about keeping the same energy, what we're talking about is consistency. Now, how does that play out in our spirituality? That's the question. Because we could talk about keep the same energy when someone is talking about someone, and then when they see the person in real life, they don't have the same energy. They're not saying the same thing. They're not behaving the same way. So how does that affect us in the spiritual world, on our spiritual path? Well, we have to ask ourselves, in life, we have a hot and cold season. We have a rainy season and a sunny season. We have winters in our lives, and we have summer times in our lives. We have falls in our lives, and we have springs. Our lives go through seasons. Just like the seasons rotate, our life rotates. Now, the thing about keeping the same energy is, what do you do when you are up? What are you doing when things are going good? When everything is flowing right, the bills are paid, and you got some money left over. You met the perfect girlfriend, perfect boyfriend. The sun is shining a little better. Things are happening. You're feeling great. Your things that you put out into the universe are manifesting. These are all good things, right? But the thing about life is, what's going to happen is you're going to run into a hardship. That's just how life is. It's a series of ups and downs and a series of serious choices. So you're going to run into hardship at some point. Now, what did you do when you were up? We're talking about keeping the same energy. What did you do when you had the abundance of money, when you had the good feeling, when you had the good energy? Did you share it? Did you keep that same energy? Were you selfish? Were you stingy? Were you isolated? Did you teach people what you learned to become abundant? Did you teach people or show people the skills that you have? Did you give your family some money? Did you spruce up your children? Did you enhance your home to make it look more spiritual or more like a temple, or align it towards your goal? Did you use the funds to invest in yourself, to invest in your future? Were you nice to people when you were feeling good? Were you open-hearted? Were you open-minded? Were you doing things that were in alignment with your purpose? Because what happens is, once the pendulum swings, right, which it will spring, there is going to be bad things that happen. That energy that you put out when you were in the summer of your life will revisit you in the winter of your life. Because the energy that you put out, according to the law of correspondence, it has to come back to you. And it has to manifest, because the energy you put out will recirculate. According to Street Sweeper, be a second. The energy you put out will be the energy that revisits you. There's a law of circulation. Everything circulates. Everything goes through cycles. So the energy you put out will be the energy that will come back to visit you in the winter of your life. And this is according to your magnetic field, right? The magnetic field, your electromagnetic field, which is your aura, your ori, your chi, your ra, your energy, all those names, kundalini, same thing for your electromagnetic field. And how you strengthen that is by giving to the world, giving good energy, being the sun. The whole purpose of this spiritual walk is to literally be the son of man. The S-U-N, not the S-O-N, the S-U-N, which means that you bring light, which means that you bring warmth, which means that you bring comfort, which means you help things grow, and which means you will burn a motherfucker or cook a motherfucker if they're out of line. So all these things are part of who you are. All these things are things that you want to manifest. When you're the sun, if you want to make something grow, you make it grow. When you're the sun, if you want to burn a motherfucker, you burn a motherfucker. Those are two sides of the same coin, the yin and the yang. And what we're trying to do is get our magnetic field to the point where if we want to manifest something, boom, we put that energy or that intention out to the universe, it comes right back like a boomerang and circulates back to us. So when we talk about keeping the same energy, are we keeping the same energy during good times or bad times? Are we looking at our bad times as challenges to overcome? Or are we looking at them as things to beat us up? Are we casting blame when we go through challenges? Or are we keeping the same energy when we weren't going through challenges and looking at what we could have done during those times that we weren't going through these challenges? I know for myself, whenever shit is going wrong, out of nowhere something comes. Something good comes. Whether it's money, whether it's a random check in the mail from a company that got sued, whether it's women that have advice, whether it's men that have advice, whether it's and it's usually women in my case, not even women that I'm having sexual relations with, just women that are sometimes come into my life just to guide me, just to steer me back, just to take me off the ledge if I'm feeling super depressed or feeling like I can't make it. And the reason that happens is because when I'm up, the energy that I give out is good. I might random. If I fuck with you, you probably randomly got a $5 or $10 cash app, right? Just out of nowhere if I fuck with you. If I fuck with you and you need some advice or some help, I'm going to help you as long as I can. I'm not going to be stingy and be selfish, because there's going to be a point in time where the pendulum swings and I might need help from you, or I might need advice, or I might need guidance in some sphere or area, and you have that. So got to keep the same energy. Can't just, a lot of people go to people just when they need something, or they go to spirituality when the chips are hard. That's not being consistent. That's not keeping the same energy. Where were you on your spiritual walk when shit was good? Were you lighting your candles? Were you saying your prayers? Were you doing your spiritual work when shit was good? All of a sudden, you get in a jam and now you want a quick, fast manifestation spell. You want a quick, fast hurt him spell. You want a quick, fast shut them up spell. But what were you doing prior to that? Prior to the altercation or the circumstance that got you in a fucked up predicament? What was your energy then? So we got to start looking at our choices, and we got to start looking at the energy that we project into this universe on a day in and day out basis. Because life is yin and yang. Everything goes in cycles, just like the seasons. A lot of people don't believe in cause and effect, and they don't believe in karma. But what I do know is at 8 a.m., the sun is going to be out. And what I do know is around 9 p.m., the sun is going to be gone. It's going to be nighttime. That is a cycle. That is a scientific fact. I know in January in New York City, it's going to be cold. It won't be 90 degrees, maybe one random day, but most of those days are going to be cold. That is the cycle. August 1st is most likely going to be scorching hot. That is the cycle. So everything in life goes in cycle. Everything in life goes in rotation. And everything depends on the energy. It's the energy of summer that leads to the fall, and the rotation of the earth that leads to the fall. All energetic principles, right? Even in basic science. So what energy are we putting out? Are we keeping the same energy, right? Are we the law of correspondence? The energy that we put out will return to us. And it's going to come when you least expect it, based on the energy that you put out. And that energy may be the thing that saves you when you're in that jam, you're in that circumstance, you're in that hardship. Or that energy will show you what you need to do so that you don't go through that hardship again. So we really got to start looking at our life, looking at the energy that we put out. Are we really reflecting the light of the sun out here? Are we really living in our purpose? So with that, if you're going through a hard time now, think about what you did when you were up, when things were going good, and how next time when things are going good, what you will do. Think about that. And think about what energy, even if you're down, what energy are you putting out when you're down? Because that will revisit you too when times are up. That's how cycles work. So keep that same energy at all costs. This spiritual path has to be something that you're doing daily. You should have an affirmation in your head daily. You should be doing some sort of ritual work or some type of spiritual work weekly. Some sort of ritual weekly that's going to put you in line with your desires and your goals. Because again, when that pendulum swings from positive to negative, you want to have that foundation, even if it's just a foundation of being of sound mind and being at peace in the face of difficulties. Because all these difficulties that we arise, whether, sickness, health, economic, are designed to take you to the path of betterment, designed to make you stronger for the next obstacle, designed to give someone else guidance when they're going through that obstacle and show them how to overcome. So everything that happens in your life is a lesson, whether it's good or bad, or maybe you need to recalibrate what you've been doing and go on a different path. So we got to start looking at our hardships, not as hardships, but as challenges to overcome. Peace, power, and prosperity. Rob Blackstorm. Like, share, subscribe. Leave me in a question in the comments. Let me know what you think. Am I making sense? Do I sound stupid? Or what? Again, peace, power, and prosperity, y'all. I'm out.